timeline, weed out the rumors that were told, and just get everybody on the right track. Affiliated, I'm praying for you, girlfriend. I love you. I seen your message. I didn't respond back yet, though. I need to go check something. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The heater kicking on and off was making my doors move, kind of freaking me out a little bit. I had to go check, see what that shit was. Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyways, good morning. Yeah, I thought somebody done opened the damn door up. Gonna be coming up in here on me. That's when you know your house has got, was it sealed good or something? It did. Me too, Leanne. Okay, so anyways, back to what we were saying. Okay, real quick, y'all know I told you my face was feeling weird yesterday? It's still feeling weird, but nothing like it was. What's up, Lex? What's up, Candyman? What's up, Valerie? You love amigos. He's a good dude. But it's not like it was yesterday. Thank God. But it ain't completely gone either. Yesterday was weird. Good morning. Okay, so tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., I'm going to be live with The Madness. And I believe he changed his TikTok name. Pretty sure he changed his TikTok name to match his Book of Face name. But it's okay. I'll be live with him, so my little pink circle will be on. Y'all be able to find it easily. So we're going to do an update on the David Blunt. Mostly he's going to do it because he's the one that's been, you know, digging after I stopped. So. What's up, Winky? Good morning with the Daily Heart Me. Hey. Good morning, Zip. Good morning, Lene. Good morning, Jamie. Thank you so much. Tiffany. But today, y'all remember me talking about Guy Hines Jr. before? What's up? Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Do y'all remember me talking about him before? You're about to get on my last ever loving nerves. Okay? Last nerve. Thank you. You remember the name. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Who said that? Pam? Why is this person not being able to get deleted out of here? How do they keep coming back? Guy Hines Jr. case is crazy to me. It's just like my t-shirts that I buy medium. I get mediums. My hoodies, I like to get a large. Multiple ones, Stacey. Okay. Take them to the train station. Send them to Kansas in a shoebox. They're on it, ain't they? Lord. Get out of here. We don't want you here. Tina, good morning. Alright, so I did up a little bit of stuff on wrongful convictions, why it happens. And anyways, I want to go over that with y'all today. Why I went to prison? Well, criminal solicitation of capital unaliven. I have a pinned video. It's my third one. And you can go watch it, and it'll give you a lot of information. Okay, so what's up, Ren? Good morning, good morning. Thanks for that daily heart, mate. Good morning, the Sleuthing Swifty. Lilith, good morning. Jennifer, good morning. Affiliated Hollywood. I can't even get my daggum. I can't even talk. Y'all doing so much. What's up? Okay, so why the system can convict fast with weak evidence and then take years to admit that they are wrong. Now, we're talking about Gary Wayne Sutton. We're talking about Guy Hines Jr. We're talking about the 147 people that were exonerated in 2024. Okay? The system is built to solve cases, not to find the truth. Police departments and prosecutors are under pressure to clear the case, calm the public, close the file. That's their goal. The truth ain't in them. They don't care if it's the truth or not. They just want to end and close. That's it. Once they lock into a suspect, everything shifts. What's up? Good morning, Liz. Thank you. Thank you, Becky. Good morning. What's up, Hollywood? Yeah, corrupt. Once they lock into a suspect, everything shifts. Evidence is interpreted to fit the theory. Contradictory facts are minimized or ignored. No evidence becomes circumstantial evidence. And at that point, the goal isn't truth. It's confirmation. This is called tunnel vision. And boy, do they get it. It's one of the most documented causes of wrongful conviction. What? All right. Courts don't require certainty, only plausibility. That's why they say you got to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. That's why they say that. What's up? Good morning. 3 a.m. Well, I got my coffee too. It's 5 a.m. here. Listen to this. So a conviction does not require proof of innocence or even logical certainty. It only requires that a reasonable juror could believe the prosecution's story. That's it. The prosecution just has to make one, well, they need more than one, but if they can convince one of them and then that one can convince the rest, hey, this dude's telling us the truth. That's all they need. Appeal courts do not re-decide facts. This is what irritates the shit out of me. Once you've been convicted, you don't get to say, oh, guess what? I can prove to you that I'm innocent. No. It doesn't work that way. What you have to do is prove that they fucked up the court hearings. You have to prove that they did something illegal in your hearing. Not that you're innocent. You have to just prove that they fucked up. Which is really messed up to me. Exactly, Kim. So a conviction does not require proof of innocence or even logical certainty. It only requires that a reasonable juror could believe the prosecution's story. Appeals court do not re-decide facts. They ask, was the trial technically legal? Were the rules followed on paper? If yes, the conviction stands. Even if the story makes no damn sense. Isn't that something? Once convicted, the burden flips. Before conviction, the state must prove guilty, in theory. After a conviction, the defendant must prove innocence, and not just probably innocent, but with new evidence, clear constitutional violations, proof that the outcome would have been different. Oh. And that's why it takes years, because the bar becomes nearly unreachable. And guess what? If you don't have money, you're really fucked. It says admitting error threatens the entire system. And I want y'all to pay attention to this part. It threatens the entire system. Here is the part that nobody likes to say out loud. If the court admits that police were wrong, that prosecutors pushed a bad case, experts overstated certainty, then suddenly other convictions get questioned. Lawsuits follow, and the public trust collapse. So instead of fixing mistakes, the system defends them. And that's just the truth. Okay, JD, you have a good morning. Get you some good rest. We hate we missed you, but we understand. All right, so it's not about one. So then it becomes not about just one person. It's about protecting the institution as a whole. So think of it like this. Say one person gets exonerated, and whatever reason they use to exonerate him, now that reason can be used in more and more and more cases. So anytime anything happens in a court case, it's literally almost always documented, especially if it was a favorable outcome for the prosecution or a favorable outcome from the defendant. It's always going to be put into textbook and used in the future for other cases. So when you have an exoneration, what happened last night? What happened with my sister last night? Anyways, the hell was I saying? Okay, what I was saying, I was talking about the court cases. So, if someone is exonerated, then that case becomes textbook. I don't know if she did. Why? Why does she have such a bad drive? Good Lord, she's stressing me out. So anyways, it becomes not about one man, but it becomes about protecting the institution. No evidence doesn't mean what people think. In wrongful convictions, no evidence often means no weapon, no eyewitness, no timeline that works. She did make it. What the fuck did she post on Facebook? Oh my God. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. They be driving me cuckoo. Okay? I don't understand why people can't just get along. I think that Facebook should be illegal if you're posting family drama. That's what I think. That's what I think. It should be illegal. If it's a family drama post, it's going to say, denied, not postable. That's what I think. Not postable. I think that people should be forced to go talk to their family instead of posting about it online. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. What's up, Janie? Good morning, Lady Bob Ross. What's going on? What's going on? I get on there, but I'm only doing the same shit over there that I do over here. Post about crimes. Post about wrongful convictions. Post about missing people. Same shit I do over there, I do over here. What's up, Bridget? What's going on? Alright. Let's continue on. I got a bunch of pages to read. Woo! Okay, where were we? Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so no evidence in a wrongful conviction case. No evidence often means there's no weapon, no eyewitness, no timeline that works, no forensic certainties. But the courts allow inference anyways, whatever. Speculation, common sense assumptions. That's how a man can be convicted when the physical, biological, and timeline don't add up. That's how you still get a conviction when nothing fucking makes sense. Lynn. Thank you. Why does it take decades when someone is innocent to get out of the situation that they've been thrown in? Not because of their own choice, because of the choices of the court system. Anyways, what happens then? It says, because just being innocent isn't enough once you've been convicted. It's not enough. You can't just say, guess what, I'm innocent. No. Oh, it don't work that way. Because guess what? You need someone who's going to listen to you. Look how long it took for somebody to listen to Gary Wayne Sutton. 35 years. Can you imagine being sitting in a cell, an 8x10, a 10x12, whatever it may be, for 35 years begging for somebody to hear you? Can you imagine that? And you know you're innocent and nobody will listen. Not only that, but you need money for experts. Because do you think the state's going to provide their experts to prove you're innocent? No, honey, it don't work that way. No. Not only that, but lawyers, you got to find a lawyer who's willing to fight for you. Who's willing to go up against this corrupt-ass system. We're just talking about wrongful convictions in general. And how the system works. And it is. It's something you can never get back. Your time, you can never get it back. What's up? Okay, and then it says, not only do you have to have lawyers willing to fight a losing system, evidence that survived years of storage, that's a problem too. And then you have to have a court that's willing to admit that they were wrong. How often do you think that happens? And most people don't have all of that. We need to talk seriously about what? What's up, JoJo? That's why exonerations are rare. Not because innocence is rare, but because justice is expensive and inconvenient. Really. Look at Gary Wayne. The clemency hearing that they're filing, guess what? He's not going to have that until the month before his execution date is scheduled. A month before. That's sickening. It's sickening, and it has... Why? I think if we continue doing what we're doing, Bama, yes. Sort of, but not totally. So the hard truth is the system isn't broken by accident, y'all. It's working exactly as it's designed. Fast convictions, slow corrections, and no accountability. Human lives are collateral damage. Facts. And when someone finally proves they're innocent, the system doesn't apologize. It quietly lets them out and moves the fuck on. Do you think they're going to make a public thing and say, hey, we fucked up over here? Hell no. No, they're not. They don't want nobody to know that they messed up. Which is why, exactly, Jessica, which is why we have 95% plea deals. And they hope no one notices. Exactly. So, hold on a minute. Let's see if I got this in order. Because it printed backwards. You know, I had to go put it. Do they pay the people who are innocent? Sometimes. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. He left Bama. He came in the chat earlier and he said he was checking out early today. Let's go. 500K likes for today. We only have 26,000 likes. Let's go. Jess, I want to... even if I can't get a degree, even if I can't use a law degree, I want one just to have it for my own knowledge. That's a fact. And I've really been talking to my husband about letting me take some classes, even if it's not a full degree. I'm fine with it, just a little more knowledge. I don't care if I get a full degree, because it's not like I can use it right now anyways. It'll be years before I could use it, but at least I would have the knowledge of it. And to me, that's better than the damn piece of paper, because anybody can get a piece of paper. I mean, you can go to school and people can pass your classes for you, but the knowledge is what I want. What's up? Either that or I'm about to buy me a bunch of law books. For real. I haven't decided yet. Whichever one's cheaper on my husband's pocketbook. Whichever one's cheaper on his pocketbook, I'm about to do it. Yeah. Because let me tell you something. When I was in prison, baby, I was in that law library all the time. Reading, writing, reading. Yeah. All the time. Well, be a private investigator. I can't even do that. I mean, honestly, with me being on parole and everything, I can't do, there's a lot of things that I cannot do. Which is why I'm trying to get off parole. But in the meantime, I might get a job with a private investigator. Possibly. A grant. I don't know if I can get one of them. Honestly, I'm not sure. Legs, good morning, girl. Okay, where were we at? All right, let's continue on. Well, we're working on it. We're working on getting off parole. We got things in the works, for sure. It is, trust me, I ain't just sweeping that shit under the rug and dealing with it. No, we working on it. How do you do your no cash allowed situation with a job? It has to be a job that will pay me on a pay card. But anyways, it is what it is. Okay, so let's move on. So a suspect is identified early. Wrongful conviction starts with early fixation. Okay, someone's nearby, known, or emotionally connected to the scene. The case feels urgent. Wait, what did I write here? Did I mess something up? Wait a minute. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just didn't print the first part of what I was going to say. Oops. Denise. That would be cool, but don't they take a lot of that money when they do that? What's up, Lori? What's up, Valerie? Y'all are amazing. Okay, so it says wrongful convictions often start with early fixation. Someone is nearby, known, or emotionally connected to the scene. The case feels urgent. Pressure mounts to solve it fast. Right, Jess? Once a person is mentally labeled the suspect, everything that follows bends around that assumption. She could. It does. Okay. Red flag. Investigations begin with who did it instead of what happened. Tunnel vision takes over. Oh, I know what this is. I know what I'm doing. It's a breakdown of how Guy Hines Jr.'s case fits a classic conviction of pattern. That's what it was. I remember now. So, number one, a suspect's identified early. They get tunnel vision. Number two, tunnel vision takes over. What? Oh. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Y'all really are. I actually had a little fund started up to get my parole paid, and we did that. And y'all are amazing for that. And that right now, that's enough, I feel like, until I can get what I need done. So, y'all are amazing. I appreciate y'all. But right now, I think we're okay as far as funds go. Right now, I'm just working on paperwork. And if the paperwork doesn't prove to do what I need it to do, then I might have to get an attorney. And if that's the case, then maybe I will need some help then. But as of right now, I'm good. I appreciate y'all though so much. Okay. Mama brain, y'all are amazing. Okay, so let me finish this. So tunnel vision takes over. After a fixation, evidence is interpreted to support a theory. Okay, not the truth, but what the prosecution, the DA, the detectives have theorized up. Now everything has to meet that theory. Even if their theory is not correct, don't matter. Evidence that contradicts the theory is minimalized or ignored, which is bullshit. Alternative suspects fade into the background. Because you know what? They got this tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. Oh, y'all are freaking amazing. I love y'all. Good morning, Connie. And then it says, this isn't usually malice. It's just human bias. That's what happens. Even when we get on this app, listen to this. Think about it like this. The court system does exactly what we do on this app when we're talking about a crime. When we're deciding, oh, did they do it? Oh, did they do it? That's the same thing we do. The same thing the court does. We could come up with a theory in our mind. Denise, I know it. So the difference with the courts and us is when we realize that, oh, dang, we was wrong. Normally, we'll come on here and say, hey, I made a mistake. I need to correct that. But guess what? The courts, oh, no. No. No, they don't do that. In fact, they rarely correct itself. They rarely correct it later. And, you know, a lot of times a narrative survives despite logical or physical gaps. That's what happens a lot. Even sometimes timeline impossibilities are pushed aside. In many wrongful convictions, a timeline is tight, compressed, or physically unrealistic. Prosecutors rely on could have instead of could only have. Defense arguments about time, movement, or human limits are framed as reasonable disagreements. It is hard sometimes, Jessica. It is. Especially when you're like, what the? That shit is right in your face and you know it. But they ain't been to court yet, so you gotta stay neutral. Because guess what? Innocent until proven guilty. That's how our courts work. Oh, Denise, I would too. Another thing. I know, that's amazing. Y'all are freaking amazing. No, Candace, I haven't. Another red flag is physics and biology take a seat to storytelling. No definitive forensics anchor. Common features: no weapon was recovered, no clear forensic sequence showing how the crime unfolded. Forensics used to suggest presence, not action. The presence of guilt, but juries are often told it implies guilt. So sometimes it's not something that proves guilt, it just implies it. And then they push it and push it and push it until the jury thinks, oh, well, shit, maybe they did it. When really, it's a theory all along. So forensic evidence explains, so they're saying that if forensic evidence explains why someone's there and not what they did. It's pretty chilly out here too. Get more coffee. I'm about got a half a cup, Melvin. So then circumstantial evidence is stacked. Individually weak facts are piled together. Emotional reactions, prior relationships, proximity, interference about behavior, a lot of things. You think, sometimes we watch these shows, I'll just put it out there, and it's like, the story is the man unalived the wife, right? And the cops are questioning him. And maybe he's hysterical. And you're thinking, he is over the top of that. You know, damn good well he did that shit. Look how he's acting. Just so over the top. Who acts like that? Or you have a man and he has zero emotion. Zero emotion. And you're thinking, that motherfucker is guilty as sin. Look, he ain't shedding a tear at all. But the fact is, we can't determine how somebody acts. We can't say, oh, well, we know they're guilty because they did that. They didn't shed a tear. People are different in that aspect. To me, I can never look at that and decide if somebody's guilty or not. That's just me. Because I don't cry like that. It took me a whole hot minute to cry when my mama passed. And it was not because I wasn't concerned or heartbroken or anything. It's just how my body operates. Some people go into shock first. That doesn't mean they're guilty, okay? Just because they ain't shedding a tear. So to me, that's something that needs to be overlooked. Now, granted, there's some times that it is just obvious. It's just obvious. Okay. So anyways, So the jury decides the facts. Appeals can't revisit them. This is where many people get blindsided. You're a crybaby. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. It just depends. Oh, Candace, that's interesting. I'll have to check into that. Yeah, Lila, some people just completely go numb to it. Okay, so where was I at? Okay, the jury decides the fact and appeals can't revisit them. So basically what that's saying is once you're convicted and the jury has decided your fate, when you file an appeal, the appeal process is not going to go back and question this jury and ask them how they really felt. That ain't how it works. The jury is never brought up again. So their perception of what they heard doesn't even matter anymore. Pretty much. What's up, Liz? What's up, sunshine? You're amazing. Okay. The only thing that they're going to ask in the appeals court is, were the rules followed? Okay. Could any rational juror believe this? Even if the verdict feels wrong, it can still be legally sound, which is bullshit. Because legal correctness and factual truth are different. After conviction, the burden flips. Post-conviction reality. Innocence is not enough. You must present new evidence or constitutional error. And let me tell you how hard it is to prove constitutional error. It's almost harder to prove that than it is to prove new evidence. Because that means that somebody in the court's fucked up and they ain't gonna admit it. Oh, and any arguments that was already heard in court will not be accepted in your appeal. What? So if the institutional self-protection kicks in, admitting a wrongful conviction can mean police credibility is questioned, prosecutorial, I can't say that damn word, conduct is examined, and civil liability. Public trust is damaged. What's up, everybody? So the system resists correction unless it is forced. So a red flag is defending the conviction. When defending the conviction when defending the conviction becomes more important than reassessing it. Public narrative hardens. When someone is labeled guilty, the media coverage shifts. Doubt is framed as denial. Advocates are dismissed as emotional or conspiratorial. Yeah, that's what they say. We're a bunch of conspiracy theorists when we think somebody might be innocent. Reversing public belief becomes almost as hard as reversing the verdict. Once your name's out there as you did something horrible and the world thinks you did it, when it's proven that you didn't, guess what? When this many people heard that you were guilty, only this many's going to hear that you were innocent. Because the media, boy, when you was guilty, they spread that shit far and wide. The minute they find out that you're innocent, they're like, oh shit, nobody's going to know about this. We cannot let that be known. We fucked up. Sweep that shit under the rug. And it's sick. Sickening. Sickening. Is it freaking Friday? Freaking Friday? Is it? Holy shit. Yeah, right, exactly. We can't let them know. They won't believe us the next time. Guess what, motherfuckers? I don't believe y'all now. If you're on the mainstream media spewing shit at me, guess what? I'm questioning every bit of it. I'm questioning it all. How do you get something expunged? Time and money. Time and money. You'll be 55 tomorrow. I can't drive 55. I know. You don't know you're confused. Don't be confused. Don't let it get you confused. Where was we at? So questioning the case is treated as disrespecting victims. He hopped off earlier this morning, and he came in and told us he was out for the day. For the weather. I know, because it's never right. How do you fight a conviction when you can still file a writ of habeas corpus? You can still file paperwork, even if you're not in prison. In fact, you have a better chance that you're not in prison getting a conviction overturned than being in prison trying to get it overturned. What's up? Thank you for those daily heart meets. The best thing I can tell you is stay on top of it. You have to stay on top of it. The minute you start slacking, the minute they start slacking, they don't care. You don't care, they don't care. Oh, good. I'm glad somebody got to see him this morning. Even if you completed the whole sentence, yeah. Yes, you can. It can happen. All right, let's continue. So the public narrative hardens when we have a guilty person. Once someone is labeled guilty, the media... Did I already read this part? No. Public narrative hardens. When someone is labeled guilty, media coverage shifts. Doubt is framed as denial. I did read this. So the big picture is cases like this don't fit the wrongful conviction pattern because of one issue. They fit because of early fixation, narrative over science, timelines that strain reality, weak but stacked evidence, a legal system that values closure over correction. We're just talking about wrongful convictions and how the court system actually works. It says there's a pattern seen. That's the pattern seen, and again, in exonerations. Plain truth, the case can be legally affirmed and still be factually wrong. That space between legality and truth is where wrongful conviction lives. Jessica, me too. And wrongful conviction is a serious, serious situation in our country. When in 1 year, 147 people can be exonerated, that's a problem. That's a problem. 147 people wrongfully convicted. 1,800 years of time lost. That's sick. That's sickening. And yeah, it's sick how they sleep at night. How they know that they convicted someone who was not guilty. And they go home and they cuddle up with their husband or their wife. And they sleep like a fucking baby. It's sick. But one day, they will have to answer for the wrongs that they did. And it's not justice. No, it's not. Oh yeah, that's only the ones that could afford to fight it. Because guess what? It costs a lot of money to fight against the state. Yeah, that's crazy. Do you know how many years since 1980, this is no kidding, since 1980, when DNA became a thing and people started getting exonerated, do you know how many years was wasted of people's lives? Like 27,000 years of people's lives taken from them because of a corrupt ass system. That's a lot of years. That's a lot of years. Hey, Reggie. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check the message from you yesterday. Damn it. I forgot. It is insane. It's unbelievable. It's unspeakable. It should never happen. I feel like our court system needs a whole freaking overhaul. And we need to stop going on perception and we need to go straight on facts and evidence. Good morning, Sean. What's up? What's up, Peter? What's up, Oren? How you doing? Debo, that's what I think about. At first I thought, wait a minute, what? At first I thought BK was guilty, but then I found you and heard all the facts and now I changed my... I'm telling you, look, I'm going to say this. It is not that I just want an unaliver to walk the streets. By no means. If BK was involved, by all means, he needs to be where he's at. But the evidence shows a whole different fucking story. Okay? The evidence shows a different story, a different theory than what law enforcement put out. And that theory that they put out is sickening. It makes no sense. Okay, Candace. It makes no sense. And the fact that they just, the surviving roommates, they were just too drunk to know what was going on. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. To me, I mean, if that shit would have happened in Texas, I can guarantee you Dylan and Bethany would be in prison right now. I would be willing to bet my whole entire life on it. They would be in prison right now if that shit would have happened in Texas. There wouldn't be no, I don't remember, I was drunk. There wouldn't have been none of that. There wouldn't have been no kitty little, oh baby, it's okay, tell us what you remember. There wouldn't have been no interviews like that. I can assure you. They're damn lucky that shit happened where it happened and not Texas. Yeah, they were. And there's no document that can be released right now that can, there better be clear-cut evidence that they were completely innocent. Because right now, it is not showing that. It is not showing that. Don't you think they would have sobered up? Hell yes. And I don't feel sorry for them at all. I don't. I do not feel sorry for them. And everybody's saying, I'm victim shaming and this, that, and the other. Well, oh well. Because to me, Dylan and Bethany is not a victim. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. mad when I start thinking about them girls. I get mad when I start thinking about the damn court system over there in Idaho. It's embarrassing. It's disgustingly embarrassing. Actually, it's the court system across this country. If we really want to get to, that's what we've been reading about all morning. These cases are from all over the place. Georgia, Tennessee, Idaho, freaking everywhere. Texas. No, you're good. Jessica, you're good. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Bethany? All right, let's continue. Where was I at? Oh, this is another part. Good, Wesley. Good morning, Tammy. Me too, Joanne. Me too, John. Me too. Okay, so let's read this. It said, we got a side-by-side comparison showing how cases like Guy Hines Jr. line up with well-documented exonerations. So I was on Guy Hines Jr. this morning when I was writing this stuff because the Innocent Project hasn't even looked at his shit yet. And that's sick to me. Like, what are they waiting on? What are they waiting on? Anyways, compressed in possible timelines. So, Guy Hines Jr. was alleged to have committed multiple brutal unalivings across separate rooms in about a 2-minute time frame, by the way. He is said to have unalived his entire family. Yeah, my notes. It's said that he unalived his entire family. 8 people literally fought them. Got no blood on him. And did this in 2 minutes. Okay. There is no clear physical reconstruction that makes it humanly feasible. What? Well, we knew that already. So there's another guy. His name is Curtis Flowers. He was exonerated. For the same things that are in... Oh, Guy Hines Jr.? Oh, yes. Definitely read about that case. Your favorite subject, BK? Well, we're talking about wrongful convictions. And do I think BK's been wrongfully convicted? Yes, I do. I said it and I don't give a damn who likes it. How about that? How about that? Because guess what? Even if he is not innocent, the way his court trial was handled, or his lack of a trial was handled, rather, I should say, he has every opportunity to file for an appeal. And those who think that he waived his right to appeal, who doesn't understand the Constitution, because guess what? I don't care if the judge said you don't have a right to appeal or not. The Constitution says that you do. The Constitution says you do. Every human being has ever been convicted of anything has a constitutional right to file an appeal. I don't care what the judge says. The judge can say, oh, you're waiving your right. But guess what? If he fucked up in that court hearing, you have a right to an appeal. And guess what? There's a whole bunch of fuck-ups in that court hearing. Now, you don't say. This is just kind of a rundown. We don't have to read this, because this is going over things that happened in Guy Hines Jr.'s case versus other people's cases that was exonerated. And when people start saying, oh, well, they pled guilty, they must have did it. Or when you got a 15-year-old, oh, he confessed, he must have did it. Did you think about that 15-year-old sitting in that freaking interrogation room for 24 fucking straight hours without even talking to his mama or his daddy or anybody? What do you think he's gonna do? What do you think he's gonna do? He's a kid. It happens so fucking often. So often. Y'all better teach y'all's kids, just for the record, and y'all for your own self too. If anything ever happens and you're arrested, you do not open your mouth. Period. Not a word. Your name and your ID, that's all you need to say. Period. And I want a lawyer. I don't give a damn if they just want to question you because you was a witness. Don't do it. You lawyer up immediately. It might cost you some money, but trust me, it's costing you some money or your life. Balance the two. See which one's more important to you. Because they will twist shit up on you in a heartbeat. You know that saying? What you say can and will be used against you. You better believe that shit. You fucking better believe that shit. They didn't just make that up. They mean it. Now, this... Oh, it makes me angry the way they operate. Yes, exactly what they did to Gary Wayne Sutton. He went there to help them, to look for his friend, and they used everything he said against him. Even what you don't say, that's true too. And they'll say, oh, well, he lawyered up, she must be guilty. No, that ain't always the case. Sometimes we're just trying to protect our own damn self. Just start speaking gibberish and see if they can repeat it. But the fact about that is, Melvin, they'll get a translator. Even if you ain't even speaking that language, they'll get a translator and say, oh yeah, that's what they said. You better just keep them lips zipped. That's what you better do. They'll have a fake ass translator in there talking about, yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, Tammy. Yes. I'm telling you. Oh, and then they'll say, well, we don't have that video on recording. We don't have it on recording. We just did a summary of it. So here's your summary. This is what we think he said. Jessica, I'm telling you, people honestly do not realize the way the court system works. Yeah, he knew the corruption. There's no doubt about that. Hell, he was writing papers on it. Everything that happened to him, he wrote a fucking paper on. Down to the letter. Down to the letter. If you guys haven't read his papers that he wrote, please do. Please do. Whether you think he's guilty or not, whether you believe he's guilty or not, please take the time to read Brian Kohberger's papers that he wrote, that were put out for the world to read. If you haven't, do it. Because whether he's guilty or not, everything that he says in those papers is 100% fact. I'll try to pull them up. I'll try to find them and post a picture of them. Let me see if I can find them. Hold on a minute. Let me see where I can find them at. This might be it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is a whole bunch of shit. I'm trying to see if the papers are in here, though. Hold on, I'm skimming through these court documents real quick because I thought that that letter was in these documents that I'm looking at, but just give me a second. I should just print all this out, what I need to do. All right, well, I don't think it's in there. Oh, shit. Hold on. Damn puzzle piece. We almost missed it because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, God. They said that it wasn't a good one. That one wasn't a good one either. They're going to cut us off. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. Yes, Stacy. Oh, my God. I was talking about Brian Koberger because I want to read this. Oh, is this it? Yeah, this is part of it. This is part of it. But wait. This is his story of, this isn't the paper that he wrote. This is processing a crime scene. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is about him processing the crime scene. Okay, that's not the one I want. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, and I'll have it for y'all tomorrow. Okay, anyways, I'll have to figure it out and print it out. But it's crazy. Basically, he talks about wrongful convictions, tunnel vision, all the things. How they just focus in on one and force a plea deal and all the things. Everything that happened to him is what he wrote about. Literally. Everything that happened to him is exactly what he wrote about. How they refuse to release evidence to the defense. How they withhold shit. All the things. How their theory is the only theory that matters. Whether evidence supports it or not. Once the prosecution gets a theory, buddy, that's it. There's no change in their mind. At all. Period. And I don't care who you are. If you're Brian Koberger or freaking Scott Peterson. Speaking of Scott Peterson, imagine him getting a new trial. Imagine it. Can you? Can you imagine Scott Peterson getting a new trial and walking free? Well, guess what? He's up for a new trial. Because the court's fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. He's been there, 20-something years? 22 years, something like that. You know why? Because they got tunnel vision. They got tunnel vision. They didn't want to examine any other evidence, whether it had anything to do with him or not. But the fact that there was other evidence that they said, that ain't part of this investigation. When it could have been. They're saying they left out a bunch of samples they should have done. And I have to agree with them. Scott Peterson should not be having a no trial. They should have put all the evidence forward to begin with. They should have already tested any hair, any DNA, of burned out van. They should have tested all that shit 20 fucking years ago when the shit was in court. But no, the state withholds stuff, which causes a new trial, which causes, yeah, I think he did it. I have no doubt about it. But the prosecution, because they want to withhold stuff from the defense, causes appeals. It causes people like Scott Peterson to get a new fucking trial. And it's sick. When in reality, had they done the shit right to begin with, he probably could have been sitting on the row and be executed by now. Because there would be nothing to go back on. Because it's already all been checked. Imagine how much freaking taxpayer money we could save if we literally just did it right the first fucking time. Yeah. You thought the woman said he was with her? I don't know. What was the people's name that scammed your brother? Oh, Hunter Peters. Hunter Peters. He's going to prison where the Peters can hunt him. I don't know, Jessica. Yeah, there's a new documentary, yeah. Renee. Jeffrey. Who? Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer? Is that who you're talking about? He was the Oklahoma City guy. Am I correct? Because names get jumbled sometimes. I think he's innocent. Oh my God. I can't believe I just said that. What, Michael? The hell are you talking about? Timothy McVeigh, that was the Oklahoma City guy. I think he's innocent. Wait, hold on. Let me start over. Dahmer was, okay, yeah. Jeffrey, okay, yeah. I don't think he's innocent. But I do think that Timothy McVeigh is innocent, or was innocent. Yeah, I had them mixed up, sorry. Oops. No, not Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't think he's innocent. But the guy with the Oklahoma City bomb, yeah, I think he is. Yeah. No, I know. I got them mixed up. Oh my God. Oops. Oh shit. Okay, so no, Christy. I know it. Oops. You think McVeigh did it? I don't. I think he was completely and utterly set up. I do. I think he was set up. Yeah, but why did he rent the truck? For what? And why? Just think about this. Why did it so happen to be the same building that held all these documents for, oh, what's her face, when she was about to go to court the next day or the next day? What a coincidence. What a coincidence. You know what I mean? He does, Grady. Christina, that's my thoughts exactly. 100%. 100%. Indeed. And another thing, the Waco guy, what was his name? Hold on a minute. Damn, what was his name? What was his name? It's right on the tip of my tongue. David Koresh, thank you. I don't think he was what they said. Yeah, he was a little weirdo with this little cult thing going on. But I'm going to tell you right now, I read a lot about that, and I read some deep shit on that. And what I read, well, he was running, and I can't say too much because the last time I talked about this, I got kicked off of this damn app for a week. Okay? So be very careful what I say. No kidding. In my opinion, yeah, they did. I'm telling you, I looked into this one already, and from what I discovered, I believe with my whole heart and my whole soul that that man was running pew-pews for the... and decided he didn't want to no more. And they said, hell no, it don't work like that. And either you do it or you... Pretty much what the fuck happened. Yeah, that's what I read up on it. I ain't gonna say nothing because the last time I did, like I said, I got kicked off for a whole week. Mm-hmm. Zip. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So there. And the person who, at the time, you know who was in office at the time? Who was it? Y'all know who it was? Put him in the chat. Put his first name in the chat. Just the first one. Mm-mm. No, it wasn't. Pretty sure it was Bill. Pretty sure. Oh, Billy. That's right. He was a gangster, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. But, you know, who am I? I'm just a little girl sitting on her couch in East Texas, don't know a damn thing. Still is, yeah, I know. Y'all know he didn't show up to that hearing the other day? Oh, he was subpoenaed too and didn't even show up. Can y'all believe that? Christina. Oh, yeah, definitely, Ginger. Definitely. We gotta be careful, y'all. We can't say nothing. Shh, they'll be coming for us. We'll be on their list next. I don't want to be on their list. I don't want to be on their list. They got a long list. And everybody on that list, they self-deleted. And guess what? This one ain't never gonna self-delete. I haven't talked to her this morning. He did not have relations with that woman. Allegedly. Oh my God. I did not inhale. I can sound just like him too. I did not inhale. Oh my God. Yeah, we better hush. We're gonna get on the list. But in reality, oh boy over there in Waco, he shouldn't want to be fucked with no more. Really and truly. He was tired of doing what they wanted him to do. He wanted to live his life with all his women and all his kids. You wasted it. Oh, and then he didn't show up for that court hearing. He was subpoenaed and said, oh, you know what? Fuck y'all. I ain't coming. I'm not going. Y'all, if it's to pin that shit on me, too bad. It already is. You did it. I'm sorry. In my opinion, and I'm probably going to be dragged through the mud for this, but it is what it is. Somebody going to say something. In my opinion, the world, anybody who has any authority in this world is on that list, in my opinion. And that's why they don't want us to know it. We better not keep talking about that, though, because we will get shut down. Y'all know it. We better hush. That'll be shutting me down quick. I do. I think from every fucking country, from every inch of this earth, anybody who has any power to do anything, well, there they are. And I think they're all sickos for it. You got a new account? Oh, Chicken Wing, what's up? Okay, let me give you a follow on this new account. Why'd you have to get a new account? Good morning. Oh, shit. Better be careful what you say or do. They'll get you out of here in a heartbeat. You got talking code. I'm on the list. Probably I am. Probably they don't put me on it. The delete list. They don't put me on the delete list. Please take me off. I'll be good. Oh, Lord. My sister done posted a video that I didn't see yet. What the fuck? I'm going to tell you something. No, Zuby. It's not about the politicians. That's not it. It's just what I normally end up saying about it. Because I done read so much shit, so many books, When I was in prison, let me tell you something. Why is she having such a hard time, though? What's going on? Why? She needs to just relax a little. Let me listen to this video of my sister real quick.
The road, me, my thoughts, roaming wherever they wanted. Think it'll just pass time, but instead your mind opens every door. The past you thought you buried, the present you're surviving. The future that scares you, motivates you, and refuses to stay quiet. Old memories surface, things you swallow to keep the peace, things you endure to keep the lights on, literally. The shit I've put up with from men over the years, the compromises, the silence, the swallowing of pride, all just to keep the lights on my kids' world didn't fall apart. Survival doesn't always look brave. Sometimes it looks humiliating. Sometimes it looks quiet. Comments you scroll past on Facebook become louder in the silence. Judgments from people who never paid your bills, never sat in the dark with your anxiety, never had a chance.
My sister's so more emotional than I am.
How their words still sting. 10 hours.
My sister's so much more tender than me. She puts on a front of, listen, let me just say this real quick. She puts on a front, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I'm a bitch. And I gotta be a bitch to everybody. You know, like she just kind of puts that front on. But that ain't really her, y'all. It really ain't. She puts this front on like, I don't give a fuck. Woo, woo, woo. But she does. She does. I promise you. She's very sensitive. very, very sensitive. And another thing, and I ain't trying to just put her business out there or nothing, but she and I are different in the aspect of she holds on to a lot of things. Like in the past. Me, I don't. Yes, she internalizes a lot. I do not. Whatever happened yesterday don't even matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? But she's not like that. She's a hard time letting go of things that hurt her or people who did her wrong.
And how strong you had to be when no one was clapping. And by the end of it, you're tired but lighter. Because you know this much for sure. You didn't break. You adapted, you endured, you kept the lights on in more ways than one. And you're still here, still moving, still becoming. 10 hours. She did not drink.
I wish she could be more like me in some ways, but she is herself. And well, I mean, I guess she will be okay, but I understand where she's coming from. I mean, but at the same time, her daughter, who made the initial post, apparently that's her feelings too. You know, everybody has valid feelings, but in my personal opinion, it's not something that should be on Facebook. That's just me. I don't. But kids nowadays, and I say kid because to me she's a kid, and my kids too. They want to post everything. They want to post everything. And that's just how it is now. And people of my age, my sister's age, and you guys' age, we don't quite grasp that shit. You know what I mean? We don't quite understand that shit. And then, when you have other people who are fucking worthless to you commenting on the shit, making you look like you're a piece of shit, and that no. That's not okay to me. To me, that's not okay. But, you know, I'm not judging people who do that. I'm not. Because I understand that they're in a different generation than we are. But, you know, Kitty, what are you trying to do? No, you ain't getting in my... No. Quit. I was trying to buy my cat some catnip yesterday. I couldn't find none. Do they even sell it anymore? Definitely giving his opinion. Oh, he wants out. That's what it is. That's what therapy's for. Yes, I agree. I do agree. And I feel like that when you post stuff like that, there's people who feel like, oh, I'm a therapist. Let me help. No, you're not a therapist. And your opinion really don't fucking matter. Because usually when people post that kind of stuff, in my opinion, I don't think they're looking for any advice. I don't think they're looking for no advice. So don't give it. I think it's just something that they needed to vent. My opinion. Come on, Kitty. You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Come on. Yeah, venting and releasing. And they don't need somebody who don't give a about them to be commenting about their mama on it. Just my opinion. Being fake. And I hope she's watching because I know she does. I really don't care. Because that is the fakest. If there ever was a fake person, she is the one. But anyways, I'm not going to put no names out there or nothing. It is what it is. I mean, who wears a freaking prom dress to their damn kid's graduation? I'm sorry. That was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Yes, she did. She sure did. I wish I had some pictures. I would show y'all, but I don't. Oh my God. It was. I was like, is this for real? I can't tell y'all. I'll be messy. I'll be being messy. All right, let's go get some more coffee. Maybe she didn't have nothing else. Dang, she probably does though. She just wanted to be seen. Anyways, I'm gonna find my sister in a minute and talk to her, see what she's talking about. Why is she letting a bunch of shit get on her heart like that? Cause for what? And then look. That's exactly what that was, Margaret. I'm gonna check on her. I'm gonna check on her. I mean, I got a question. I'm not a grandmother. I don't have any grandkids. But you that are grandparents, how much time do you spend with your grandkids? Like, and let's just, and you have multiple grandkids, not just one grandkid, multiple. About 6, 7 of them. How much time do you actually spend with them? As much as you can. I spend a lot. I don't know, a couple of times a month, every other weekend, as much as possible. 2 you see daily, not enough. You would spend every day, 2 days a month. 10 hours a day, every day. As much as they want you to. Not as much as you like, you work. My thing is this. I'm not saying I'm not going to love my grandkids, but look, and I'm not saying that if my daughter-in-law or my daughter had a kid and they needed me to watch, I probably would. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be no built-in babysitter. I'm just not going to be like that. Now, if I want them, I'll take them by all means. But I don't want it to feel like I have to either. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be feeling like just because it's my grandkid that I have to no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to feel obligated. Now, because we as grandparents, I'm not a grandparent yet, but when I become one, I will still have my own life. And I mean, as a mother, my kids are grown. Is that me being mean? Do y'all think that's me, that's kind of selfish of me? But I'm not saying I wouldn't want to see my grandkids. I'm not saying that, but I would want to spend as much time with them as possible, but I don't ever want to feel like I'm being forced to. Like I have to. But kind of that goes with anything in life. Don't make me feel like I have to do something. Or else you're not going to let me see my grandkids, or else you're going, don't do that. That shit, nah, that ain't right. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's happening to my sister. I'm not saying that. But I know it has to do with not spending enough time. But I don't think she don't spend enough time. She's sick as hell, y'all. She's trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with her. She's stressed the hell out. I don't know. We can talk about my sister all day long. We're going to get in trouble if I keep on, though. We're going to get in trouble if I keep on talking. She going to be like, what are you talking about? Daughter. What if they're not saying her kids are brats? By no means. That's not what I'm saying. But what if they are? What if they just fight with each other constantly? What if they did? What would you do then? Take one at a time? Take one at a time? That's what I would do. I would just have to have one at a time if they was fighting with each other all the time. But when you just do one at a time, guess what? The mama, she don't really get a break then. And that's really the whole point. That's the whole thing, I think. Is nobody wants to take all the kids at one time. I can't take them all at one time. I'm telling you, I don't know what to do with them all at one time. It's too many. I feel like I'm going to pull my fucking hair out. Agreed. Okay, listen, I'm going to mute y'all for just a second and go use the restroom and then come back and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Okay. So anyways, one day I'll have some grandbabies. One day. Right now, if it's going to be anything like the grand puppies, well, they can hold off a little while. If it's going to be anything like the grand puppies, definitely. I know. I don't know where he's at. He's probably studying. John Amber's probably studying. It is like the grand puppies. Oh, Jesus. Look, yesterday, my oldest son, came over. Yesterday evening. He has a pit bull that acts like a boxer. I mean, he's like, wait. He doesn't act anything like my pit bull. This dog is so damn high strung. I mean, he's like, his little ass just twisting the whole time. And then he has a little Shih Tzu. And if the slightest little sound, Buddy shifts to, and if it's a little bit louder, she starts panting. I mean, she is just, and then he has another dog that he just got. That is a Bernese Mountain Dog. Now, she is cool. She's chill. She acts like no shit bother her. She just be laying up, and she is going to be a giant-ass dog and wants to sit in your lap. So yesterday, he comes over. What's up, Coco? So yesterday, he comes over. Him and his buddies. They go back to the back, and they start, because that's what they like to do. And they live in town, so they don't have nowhere to do that in town. And here they want to bring all his dogs, knowing damn good and well. What's up? Knowing damn good and well that Missy is going to be freaking the hell out. So the whole afternoon, I'm having to carry Missy around, bundled up, because she's so damn scared. Can't even put her down. You put her down, she starts panting. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. This is like a fucking newborn baby. So yeah, grand puppies are great. like dogs. I love dogs. But guess what? I don't need a dog that has anxiety as bad as mine. No, that ain't what I need. Hell to the no. I need a dog that's going to calm me down. Look, the dog needs an emotional support human is really what's happening here with that Shih Tzu. And I'm not the one. I need an emotional support dog to get me through my anxiety, not the other way around. And that's exactly what Missy needs. And I bless her heart. She's the sweetest little thing when something's not scaring her. If she's scared, oh God. Your pet's on anxiety meds? My pet is chill. I mean, he is chill. My sister's dog, well, y'all have seen him before. He just run through the house every now and then like a wild banshee. And then Austin's dog, he's like that. But mine, chill. He just comes and sits beside me. He tries to get us down. Y'all, if I'm sitting on the couch and my legs are down, he wants to go under my legs. Oh, yeah, until somebody messes with me or something like that. Yeah, that's how mine is. Oh, there it is. But anyways, so they was out there pew-pewing in the woods. And I had to have all the dogs in the house. Gosh, dang. I have to do my floors today. I just did them. I have to do them again. Because so many animals was in the house yesterday. I didn't realize Chase is really getting old. We found him, though, so I don't even know how old he was when we found him. I started thinking, what if we stole somebody's dog? I really did start thinking that. I'm like, what if we did? What if he really wasn't a stray dog like we thought? I'm so serious. Oh. Why? Chicken wing? Finders keepers. Yeah. Well. Because if he was a fully stray dog, he was a stray dog for a long time. Because he was a stray dog for a long time. Apparently. Either that or maybe he was like a neighborhood dog. You know, that just kind of just roamed around and everybody fed it. Y'all want to hear something sad about that? This is really sad. In the town that I grew up in, I was seeing somebody posted something on the Book of Face. Apparently not Connie. And so somebody posted something on the Book of Face from the town that I grew up in. And it was this picture of this dog. And it was curled up asleep by a telephone pole. And the person who posted it was like, whoever you are that put this dog out here on this road, just want you to know, it's still waiting on you to come back. It had been a month, y'all, and that dog was still sitting in the exact same spot that them people dropped it off at. And the people in that area had been feeding it, but he won't come to nobody. He's waiting on them to come back. It's the saddest thing in the world. I don't understand. And he ain't a puppy. I mean, why would you do that? Dogs are so loyal. Why would you do that? That is just disgusting to me. But yeah, so now they're having to set a trap. And they're not going to unalive it or nothing. They're just trying to set a trap to get him, to take him, you know, so somebody can take care of him. It's sad. But he's been out there a month. Even when it rains, he just lays right there underneath that daggum telephone pole. He won't go nowhere else. And they just keep giving him food out there. I said, well, damn, somebody needs to just build him a little shelter if he don't want to leave. If y'all are feeding him, just put him a shelter right there. He'll be all right. I know his heart's broken, but damn, what else are you going to do? Right, chicken wing? Do you have any puppies by chance? I need a female blue heeler. Like right now. This lady's getting on my nerves about it. It does break my heart. It is a crying shame. It's bullshit. But what do? The dog don't want to be caught. Every time somebody goes out there, he runs. Okay. I'll message you or something. Well, here's what happened. This is why I need a dog. This is what I be doing for people. This is why I need a damn dog. I don't need a dog. But here's why I need a dog. This lady that I was in prison with, bless her heart, her husband, she's still in prison. Her name is Angel. Anyway, so she's still in prison. And her husband, who's had his blue heeler for, oh, absolutely, baby. Absolutely. Anyways, he's had this dog for like 15 years or something. I don't know, long ass time. Anyways, it passed away. And he is just heartbroken. And so, she done sent me this money to get her another dog for him. So now I'm on the mission. Now I'm on a mission. What part of East Texas? Near Longview, I guess. You have a standard poodle if anyone wants it. Why? I love, standard poodles are the most smartest dogs ever. She does want it to be full-blooded. Palestine? I'm not too far from there. How's the weather? It's like 47 degrees and muggy. Not muggy, but moist feeling. You know? Okay, Brittany. I know, Jazzy, but believe it or not, I'm having trouble. Believe it or not, I'm having trouble. And do you know that people are strange? People are strange. I found some puppies, but they were Aussies, which was fine. She was fine with that. She said, that's okay. So I found some, wanted to put a deposit down. They don't want to take a deposit. They want to get to know me first. I'm like, well, then what do you want me to do? Come over and hang out with you? I mean, are you going to come to my house? How are we doing this? I'm just wondering, is that typical? Is that typical? I never bought a dog from anybody before like that. I mean, I thought that was just strange. Is that a normal thing? Sometimes? Well, that's fine. I mean, if it's a normal thing, then okay. But I didn't know. Not in your opinion, it's not. I didn't think it was. But I mean, if somebody wants to do it, I'm fine with it. But what do I do whenever it's not really going to be with me? Then what? Then what? They're getting to know me for no absolute reason at all. You know what I mean? You do interviews. Well, I mean, I can understand that to make sure they have a, I get that because, you don't want them to be fighting and this, that. I get it. I just had never done it before because, first of all, I ain't never paid more than $50 for a dog in my life. And the only dog I paid $50 for was Rubble. Other than that, I've always got just stray dogs or something. A dog that just showed up at my house. I took care of it. I'm just saying. There's too many stray dogs to be paid $500 for a damn dog. That's just my opinion. I know people do it, and it's okay. I don't have a problem with it. But, yeah, they are. I know. I know they're expensive. That girl sent me a $500. I said, damn, how much is a damn dog gonna cost? I said, well, let me put it over here on my savings side and find the damn dog. I couldn't believe it. Me too, Lilith. And you know what? Sometimes they're the most loyal. They are the most loyal. Beach girl. My husband would roll. He would never. I'm going to tell y'all the truth though. I don't know how much my son paid for his damn Bernese Mountain Dog, but I know it's on a damn payment plan. How about that? A fucking dog on a payment plan. Can y'all imagine? I said, what? I said, are you for real right now? He said, well, it comes with more than just the dog. I said, well, what all does it come with? He said, a vet for life. For as long as the dog lives, you have a vet. I said, okay. First he said, he didn't sell me that first. What he said first was, she come with a kennel, food. I said, hold on. I don't give a damn about no kennel and food. But she gets free vet visits. As long as it's a contract. No kidding. It's a contract. As long as they follow the contract of this dog, then they will get another, if something happens to her, they'll get another dog for free for the rest of their life. As long as they follow the contract. Crazy, right? I didn't realize there was so much in buying a dog. I said, well, damn, teach me something. Oh, Tiffany. Well, it's not really well, I guess it was a stepdaughter that he just kept on taking care of. You, what? Mm-mm. That's what I said. I don't know how much Austin paid or is paying, but he wouldn't tell me. Denise, thank you. My son, my oldest son, he is probably one of the smartest people I know. Really. I mean, for his age group anyways. I'm serious. He's like one of a kind. And I ain't just saying that because he's my son. I'm just really saying that. Because it's true. I have 3. I have a 25-year-old, a 21-year-old, and one that's about to be 12 in a couple of days. So tonight we're going to be live with Madness with Coast and Pines Investigations. And he's going to be live. I'm going to be in a box with him. And we're going to be talking about the David Blunt case. So if you guys are interested in that, it's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. And he and I are going to correct any rumors that were told, any misinformation. We're going to try to clear any of that up. How do I learn about them? Sometimes they just come across my screen. So it's Madness with Coast and Pine Investigations. I shared it on my Book of Face page, if you guys check that out. I wanted to try to do talk to somebody, but there's nobody on. Nobody, baby. I mean, literally, nobody. Where is everybody? Are my invites turned off or something? What's going on? Huh, weird. Then I found out my best friend brother went on a date with Misty. You know what, Tiffany? Let me tell you something that happened to me. This is weird. So I posted about the interview that's going to be done with Misty. Somebody that I know commented on it and said, tell Misty. I said, what's up? I said, okay, do you know her? Like, she has family from your area. He said, yeah. Been a while, but yeah, I know her. So then he's like, oh, shit, you know her too, probably. So, and then I thought, when I seen her in person, I thought, dang, she looks so freaking familiar to me. today? What is today? What is today? What is today? Thursday? Is today Thursday? Today's Friday, isn't it? Well, damn, maybe it's I'm confused. Let me look at this. Hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, he has. Why did I say the 19th? Oh, my bad. Let me edit that because it's tonight. Why did I put the 19th? I did that. I messed that up. My bad. It's tonight, though. He dated her. This guy that I know. Where did I get the damn 19th from? Yeah, 7 p.m. Central Time. Tiffany, but listen, David was not her boyfriend. He was not her boyfriend. He just was taking care of her because of the daughter. She was living her own life. He was living his own life. Yes. Now, I think they had a little... she told me up until a year ago, they had a little bit of a fling going on. Like, kind of friends with benefits things. According to her, those were her words. Up until a year ago. So, no, they wasn't really even dating. Oh, Tiffany, that's cool. My stepdad used to race cars, too. Too worried about dating. Yeah, well... unless she didn't do it. I don't know. Y'all. This shit's weird to me. I'm not saying she didn't do it. I have no clue. Donna, do you want me to be honest? I don't. I hate to even say that, but no, I don't. And then there's people insinuating. Notice I said insinuating that maybe he just went to a cabin without his wallet, without his truck, just a cabin. How'd he get to the cabin? Who took him to the cabin? If he didn't have his truck, somebody had to take him, right? And after a month, and he's all over Facebook and TikTok and this, that, and another, and the news, and don't you think the person who took him down there would have said, oh, hold up. He's at a cabin chilling. Don't you think they'd have said that by now? I mean, that's just my thinking. But his name is David Blunt. He's missing from Rusk. Don't know, really. Nobody wants to come forward and say where it's at. So that's why I think it's made up. Oh, no. His wallet, his phone. Yeah, what's up, Michael? But tonight at 7, Madness is going to be going live. I'll have a box in his live. So you'll be able to find it, it'll still show that I'm live. It just won't be my own personal live. No, Mimi, no, no. No, there's no way. There's no way. And so again, tonight at 7, but listen, after tonight's live, sometime during the weekend, I don't know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday, but I'm keeping a close eye on it to know exactly what day it's going to be. But one of those days, Misty, who is literally everybody's main suspect, just about everybody's main suspect, has an interview this weekend. It's her first time talking on live or anything like that, being interviewed by a podcaster. And the podcaster so happens to be her cousin. So, do I expect it to be a little biased? Absolutely. But hey, it's okay. I'm willing to listen. Good morning, Dreamweaver. What's up? It's okay. I'm willing to listen. Because most interviews sometimes end up being biased anyways. Misty. She was David's ex-girlfriend, the mother of the child that he considered his own and took care of. Oh, definitely be aware. Definitely be aware. She was on YT last night. Maybe she was. I don't know. If she was, who was she on there with? I'm just going to tell you right now. My radar is on everybody. Because I'm going to tell you, my radar right now is literally on everybody until tonight, when we can pin down a timeline and weed out some rumors. Because Madness has been diligently investigating, and if anybody has the information, it's going to be him. I can assure you. That's my opinion. Others may feel differently, but that's okay. I think he has the resources to be able to get the correct information. Yes, Lilith, they are. Hey, Susie, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, yeah, it's going to be at 7 tonight. I'm excited about it. I'm ready to see what he has. Yes, Susie, free Gary Wayne Sutton. Amen, amen. It was a different story. Oh, okay. It's dropped. Chicken wing. Good morning. What's up from Canada? It's a blizzard there. Well, it's not very cold here. I mean, it is chilly, but to me, it's cold. But to you, it would not be cold. Okay, see ya. Sounds good. Let's go. Guys, if you haven't done your daily heart meet, please drop your daily heart meet. And if you did already, make sure you're scooping up your points. Make sure you're loving on everybody in the chat. Getting to know each other. Because that's what we're doing here. We're trying to build a wild chicken community. Oh, and if you can do one of the live goals, great. If you can't, that's okay too. Just tap the screen. Thank y'all. Good morning from Cincinnati. What's up? Connie says, everyone, cheers. Bok bok chicken head. Ooh, ooh. Everybody, thank you so much. You're amazing. I gotta do something. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Thank y'all. Y'all are amazing. Melissa came over yesterday. Actually, we spent the whole day together yesterday. I went to her house even too. This page seems interesting. Well, stick around. You get a whole bunch of stuff going on over here. We like to talk about court shit. We like to talk about crime. We like to talk to my sister sometimes and just chill. We like our coffee. We like our chickens. What's up? And even the people who don't like chickens, they still love Jack. What's up, Dana? Oh, no, Christy. I'm sorry. There's a good trial going on that's local to you. Is Isaiah Ross? You need energy to go live for a few minutes? I wake up like this. I wake up ready to rock and roll. But by noon, I feel like I need a damn nap. Oh, Shanna. Rhonda says she's terrified of chickens. Look, I should be scared of chickens, but I'm not. I should be scared of them because I watched one attack my sister when we were kids. But I ain't scared of them. Now, I did have this one rooster named Roscoe. I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I was scared of that one. I couldn't even go outside. I couldn't even open my back door. If he heard the back door open, but he was running towards the porch. You took a chicken to work yesterday. I love you, Susie. When I was in high school, we put chickens in the, Tiff. When I was in high school, we put chickens in a whole nother school's locker, football team's lockers. When they opened it up, chickens went everywhere all over the school hallway. Valerie, I don't ever want to talk about her. I really don't. Since she's been gone, she's asked me for money twice. Like, get a job or something. I can't do it no more. I can't take care of you no more. Anyways, my book of face is Ray Long. It's not that. She didn't go, Susie. She didn't go. She didn't go. I told her, if you don't go, you can't stay here. And then when she didn't go, because things didn't work out, whatever, I told her, I said, well, listen, the next step for you is the psychiatric ward. And she looked at me like I was the crazy one. And I said, I'm sorry. It is the truth. And until you realize that, ain't nothing going to change in your life. It's going to just keep getting worse. And I know that she probably thought I was just being mean and whatever. No, it didn't work out. Yeah, it's the one that was at my house, but she ain't here no more and she can't never come back. I'm sorry, but she just can't. I can't. My stress level is beyond. Yes, I'm done. I can't. And I hate to be like that, but there's nothing more that I can do. No, she don't. She don't want me to fix anything. She doesn't want anything to be fixed. She doesn't think anything's broken. That's the problem. She doesn't think anything's broken. I tried and I'm done. What's up? Thank y'all so much. Lilith, Jules, you're amazing. Oh, yellow bird. Oh, I have them now. Oh, I know it. I'm done. The problem is somebody else's, and I can't know. We're not even related. We're not even related. That's another thing. That's another thing. If any of my nieces, Bailey, are you on here? I don't know if you're on here, girl, but if you are, and you need me to babysit, maybe on Saturday night, I'll babysit for you. I don't know if I can keep all 4 of them, but I'll try. I will try. We haven't talked to little Brit in a while. I haven't talked to anybody today. Let's see if she's on. Jules, why can't I invite anybody? What's going on? Nobody's requested me this morning, and I can't request anybody. It's weird. Oh, we completed the live goal. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. I didn't even realize. Dadgummit. Uh-oh, I hear a chicken laying an egg. I hear one. Oh, I'm trying to find a decent live goal to do. This one might look alright. Let's try it. Okay. You talked to amigos last night? No, I just checked. It's anybody, but nobody. It's not letting me. Invite. Live match in progress. Okay. Is the whole of everybody a live match in progress? I mean, really? How is that even possible? Every single person on here? Okay, Susie. Morning. What happened? Susie, what happened? You talked to amigos yesterday? I don't think I am. What's up, Mother Trucker? Good morning, good morning. What in the actual hell's going on? Weird. I hope you have a good day too, baby. What do you need advice on? I don't know how good I am in advice, depending on what it's about. What happened to Susie? Susie, where did you go? An update on, what do you want to update on? Which one? It's on everyone's page. What's up, Tamara? You'll be right back. Okay. You're a mess. Yeah, but it won't work for a battle or something like that. Everybody is like, they are not available. That's what it's showing. It's kind of strange. It's saying everybody's in a live match. Oh well. Have I updated the app lately? Probably not. I probably should do it. Where's Butter Your Biscuit, Susie? She's around. She's getting her hair dyed. Oh, yeah, I probably do need to do an update. It's been a minute, probably. I mean, I don't know. No, it's not on Friends Only. I'm trying to find her. I'm trying to find my sister, but it won't let me invite anybody. I wish I could see what it looked like. What's up, Judy? I know. I don't know what's wrong with her. Seems to be no better. Figures. That figures. What in the heck? No, she's not on live. I guess she made it to where her husband is. Oh, yeah, probably so. That's messed up. Block them negative comments. Because you have the power to do it. If you post a video and they want to give you negative comments, you can block them, hide them. Just hide it. Because you don't have to see that shit. Period. What's up, Gigi? Let's go, let's go. Yeah, she's not on. It just won't let us battle with nobody. Oh, it did. Okay, I'll have to check it out. It had an update in the Play Store or something like that. Looks like she was sitting outside. That's crazy. It has, Tabby. I know. I know, Tina, and I hate that for her. I hope she's okay. They do, Tom. I don't know why. Never drank one in my life. Ew. Mary. Do you want to come up, Tabby? Allergies and... Man, I'm so sorry. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling too good. My face felt weird all day. Possible snow. Ooh, in Georgia. Hot damn. That's the first place I ever seen snow in my life was in Georgia. No kidding. I was like 18 years old. Yeah, y'all can request to come up in a box. That part's working. But the part, like, if we wanted to do a battle or something with somebody that we usually talk to in the mornings, we can't. Why, Sammy? Why? Well, because I committed a crime. Criminal solicitation to capital unloving. I have a pinned video. It's the third one. Go check it out. Oh, Brandy, you're getting ready to go to the food bank today at work at 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, she's not on. You never done a battle before, but you need to? Girl, what you waiting on? You can meet a lot of people doing battles. Okay. You're good. I'm glad it's Friday, too. 72 inches. Holy shiznit. 72 inches? No. That's a lot. That's a lot. Damn. That's so funny to me. Just about the whole town of Rusk wants to see this interview with nearly the whole town of Rusk wants to see. Oh, I bet they do, Mimi. Wants to see this interview with Misty, who they think is the main suspect. And I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying. Because, innocent until proven guilty, right? But none of them, you got to pay to watch it. None of them want to pay to watch it. I said, okay, that's fine. I'll pay to watch it. I'll record it. And I will give it to the world to see. Okay? Am I allowed to do that? Is that illegal? I'm serious. Y'all should see my comment section. They're like, please just post it to your page and let us all see it. No, Bev, not tonight. No, I'm talking about the interview with Misty that another creator's doing on a different app. She's the main suspect in this. Well, I'm not going to say she's the main suspect. I'm just going to say she is in the eye of suspicion. Okay? I'll just say that. Of the David Blunt case. I don't know who she is. You'll have to look on my page on Book a Face. I posted I shared her little thing. It's on there. The last person to allegedly be seen with them, and a person of large interest indeed. You'll pay me $1.99 to record it. Oh, and by the way, that's right. You want to come up for a minute? Do you want to come up for a minute? Or you want to wait till tonight? It's okay if you do. I understand. But yeah, and then so I was thinking, so there's this creator, this podcaster. Ooh, somebody got to her. Somebody wants to talk to her. She wants to talk. Come to fucking find out, it's her cousin. It's her cousin. Yeah, I sent you an invite. Good
Good morning.
morning. Can you hear me?
Can you
Are
hear
you
me all
on?
right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry, it connected to my truck.
I figured that's what happened.
Yeah, sitting
So,
out here in
God,
the parking lot.
real quick before we get started, this is who you need to be following right now. If you want to get updates on the David Blunt case, this is who you need to follow, or whichever direction he is. I don't know. Make sure
I'm in
you're
the opposite
following him.
direction.
We're gonna go live tonight. He'll be live. I'll be in a box tonight talking about all the updates, weeding out the rumors, setting the timeline, all the things. So make sure you're giving him a follow. Anything you want to say?
Now, I just wanted to tell you real quick before I get into the office. I appreciate you coming tonight and kind of going over. You've got information as well, so it'll be good to kind of share notes and go over everything that we've got as far as updates go. Just everybody, what I'm trying to do is get the rumors and things that I can't prove. I'm not really going to talk about. The things that I'm going to go over tonight is really revamping the timeline with facts and things that I have been able to talk to people directly. It actually goes back to October, which I didn't realize that, but it does go back to October. So I'll start right there in October, and we'll run through about, I guess, the 9th or 10th of December.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I'm excited about it. Get some facts instead of fiction. Weed out some things.
Yeah, I've been very surprised how many people are agreeing to talk to me. So it's been really good as
Seven
far as
time.
trying to
Central time.
do interviews and trying to get everything straight. I'm just really appreciative of everybody who's reached out or has answered me when I've reached out. So it's been really good last week or two.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I'm excited about it. It is, like I said, it's going to be at 7 Central Time tonight.
Yes,
His
ma'am.
live, and I'll be in a box there. So make sure you're following him.
Yeah,
And
I
this is,
appreciate you.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Have a good day. I'm sure I'll talk to you.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all be careful.
Alrighty.
Bye bye.
Bye. What case is that about? The David Blunt case, missing from Rusk, Texas since December the 2nd. Yes. It's the case that I actually stepped away from, but that guy continued on. And so I want to hear what he has uncovered and so forth and so on. So it's going to be interesting it's going to be good to be able to weed out some of the rumors because this case is saturated with misinformation. That's the fact of it. It's saturated with it. And oh no, Christy. I just felt it was in my best interest to do that. And at the time, I thought it was in my best interest to do that. And the reason I thought it was because I thought that it was something I didn't want to dig off into. But at the same time, I didn't have confirmation of that. But either way, it was just a decision that I decided to make. So, anyways, but like I said, Madness did not step away. He's still been investigating, and he has the tea. And I am ready to get it. Whoa! His documentary's coming out. Another one. Lord! Well, I don't know. Was there documentaries before, or were there just YouTubes? Lindsay. Interesting. I can't understand why we can't talk to anybody. It's making me mad. Quick invite with friends, live matching process with everybody. Come on. I know. I wish I could too, Tabby. Honestly, I wish I could. What's up, Allison? Reset. Maybe I should reset. I don't know what to do. No, I've done checked everything. Maybe I am, Lisa. Maybe I am. Well, let me see who's on, and maybe somebody could go over and see if they will. Oh, Tracy's on. Go over. Somebody that follows Tracy, Ellis, go ask her to send an invite to us and see what happens. Just see if she can try that for us. You know what? Something just changed on my screen. That was really weird. All of y'all's pictures just changed for a whole second. Did y'all say that, or I'm tripping? She's driving. Okay. Let me look on here. Hold on a minute. It doesn't say that it needs an update. Look. It just says open. Good morning. Yours is acting weird. Okay, Susie. Good morning, Rachel. What's up? What's up, Lou? Thank you for the daily harmies. Yours automatically does an update. I thought mine did too, but maybe it don't. But I thought it would show on there if there was an update. Yeah, it's weird. There's some weird shit going on. I don't know what it is. What is this? Oh, God. Okay, when it's 7 o'clock, I think I'm going to hop off for a minute, get me some breakfast, and probably come back on. I am going to come back on. I need some breakfast. And maybe if I reset, things will be different when I come back on. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make me some fresh coffee, get me some breakfast, and come back in a minute. You couldn't find Tracy? I know. I can't. This shit's weird on there. He was having computer problems today. Interesting. Okay. I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay? I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And see y'all in a little bit.